Ngalit syari Sohra ben kiu syakilum. Keri utiu sokha, utiu bawang lum. Keri jong kasimping, keri ukaitor. Keri ke jingshen rang, keri ke akor. Almost a century before the homesickness struck, Soso Tham yearned for a return to his birthplace. A young white man from Liverpool, Thomas Jones, sailing with his wife on a ship named Jamaica on his way to Calcutta and bound for his final destination, Sohra, on a mission that would not be his alone, but that of a people whose course he would change permanently. After a stay of a few weeks in Calcutta, caused by the serious illness of the missionary wife, the two started on their lonesome and difficult journey in small riverboats to the Khasi Hills. On the 22nd of June, they arrived at the principal village, Cherrapunji, and were received with much joy by Lieutenant Lewin, an invalided officer and a man of deep piety, who granted them the use of a part of his house until a suitable residence might be obtained. It was 22nd June 1841 when Thomas Jones arrived in these hills. In the days that followed, he began to understand the Khasi language, not just as a visitor, but as someone listening closely to its sounds, its rhythm, and the way it was spoken in everyday life. From that understanding, he took a simple but important step. He adapted the Roman alphabet to represent Khasi sounds, giving the language a written form that matched how it was spoken. From there, his work slowly took shape. He helped introduce reading and writing in Khasi, supported early efforts in education and schooling, and made it possible for Khasi to be used in written form so that learning could become more accessible to the local people. It was the beginning of Khasi moving from memory alone to something that could be recorded and preserved. And once Khasi could be written, it did not remain only in classrooms or instruction. It began to find expression. Decades later, poets like Soso Tham would use that written language to give voice to memory, land, and identity, turning words into emotion and writing into belonging. That is why we remember Thomas Jones Day not just as a date in history, but as a reminder of how language, identity, and memory found a new way to live on in written form. The story of Khasi is also a reminder of the enduring cultural ties between Wales and the Khasi Hills. Adapted to the melody of the Welsh national anthem, Hen Welait van Hydau, the song stands as a unique legacy of shared history, carrying within its notes the influence of two traditions brought together across continents.
As Khasi Panas today burst into frenzies of patriotism, singing the Welsh-inspired anthem of Free Khasi at the top of their lungs, its translator, John Roberts, whose mortal remains are interred at Sohra, would, I am sure, have felt abundantly blessed to have merged his Welsh frame with the rain-soaked soil and soul of Khasi identity, Sohra.